Mm-hmm. Hello! How's everybody doing? Where's everybody? It is. Hey, guys, good to see us again. Crusty Old Crow. Just hanging out. I know that Triple C is out there, and I think Model Misfit. Loki, you might be out there. Hey, it's been a busy day, guys. Holy crap. I was originally going to do a live this morning, and then I got some calls and some things have happened to my car. Just electronic issues, curveballs. So just been dealing with a lot of stuff lately, on top of the move, and that silly little divorce issue. It's been a little crazy. How's everybody doing? What about this SDCC news? I wanted to just weigh in a little bit on it today. I did catch some of it last night, just after I picked my son up and brought him back to the new place there. And I watched what was revealed, and I'm aware of the Rattler, and I'm still thinking. Anybody commit to the Rattler out there? I know we got 3 in the chat right now that Big Joe fans, but everybody knew it was the Rattler, right? So anybody gonna buy it? I'm on the fence. I realize if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna do it in the next couple of days, but I don't know if I want it. I do want the figs, but I don't know if I want the Rattler. Shelf space wise and other things. I'm going after a Dragonfly. So you managed to get one Rattler, Triple C? Yeah, one would be all I'd want to. I know guys that buy them to flip them on the after sale market. I mean, that's not anything. That's just the way business is done in collectibles, right? I don't even know if I'd want one down the road. I do want the Wild Weasel and the Baroness. That's about it. I don't really care for the rest of it. And the Rattler isn't something that I picture well on my shelf in my collection. It's just a little over the top vehicle-wise for what I was looking to build my collection. When I picture my shelf, Air Mobile is not something that I did a lot of, fixed wings or VTOL jets, smaller things like claws and flight pods that Aaron the Toy Enhancer turned me on to. Sure. Bikes, vamps, sure. Helicopters, sure. And if it came down to a Rattler or a Dragonfly, because I've only got enough shelf space for one of those kind of things, then it's going to be the Dragonfly all day. Hey, Bobby, thanks very much. Yeah, I do catch that replay, but it's not going to be a long stream today, guys. It's 2:30 in the afternoon on a weekend. It's beautiful outside. Of course, everybody's got places to go and things to do, and a Deadpool versus Wolverine movie to see, right? We could, sorry. Yeah, I mean, we can talk. We have all the time in the world about if people want to sell figs from one of their extra Rattlers or whatnot. I'll look at what that market looks like at the time. I've seen what it did for the HIS market. This isn't even a discussion I'm having at this point. Just because if I'm going to invest in it, I'm going to invest in it. But I think it's going to come down to right now whether I want the Rattler or I want the Dragonfly. And I know I want the Dragonfly. Can I get a line on the Dragonfly? Probably, if I hold it long enough. But after that, I think the next priority would be a ramen vehicle before the Rattler. And I think that's the way I'm going to go. So I don't think I'm going to order the Rattler. I don't know. I've worked it out. You guys heard me rambling. Hey, Digital Diarrhea, good to see you again. You're all in it for the patches. Yeah, okay, the patches. That was an interesting thing to see. I didn't have the volume on, but I get it that's one of the incentives. I hope it's not a tier unlock. What a waste if that's a tier unlock. I hope that's just a throw-in like the Dragonfly stickers were. But patches. Okay, you're going to put them on your backpack, kids? No, you're going to collect them. You're going to be proud of them, of course, but... you'll buy the Rattler. Oh yeah, Triple C. It's yeah, I'm not that guy, man. My tastes are pretty specific, and if I'm not getting a good inkling on something, I probably won't. But I'm sure somebody out there will buy a Rattler to just have the figs and not the Rattler, for extras. There's a lot of guys in this circle that do things like that. So I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for there. Me, myself, I'll probably be like, just waiting to see next Joe Fest what comes out, and the Joe Fest after that, and the Joe Fest after that. I was talking to Top Fun Retro Toys the other day. He's going to be a guest August 3rd. It's looking like we've got John booked for that. And it's sorry if I get your title wrong, John. Sometimes it's been a hell of a day. Top Fun Retro 3D Toys. Yeah. Anyways, you've heard me talk about him before. He makes very impressive 3D prints of weapons. We saw him at Joe Fest. He has his own page. It is called Top Fun Retro 3D. I have put the link in the description. But anyways, you'll meet him here on Saturday. I believe it's August 3rd, where we're going to work out the time that works. But that seems to be the time. We've been talking about it for a little while, and I'm looking forward to that. He was a guy that when I first started on my YouTube channel, he was starting on his, Aaron was starting on his, and all of these things. And he was going about it for a different purpose and a different reason, but you could see the like-mindedness and the love of the Joe. And this guy was betting on himself. And I like people who bet on themselves. I like it when they have a good approach to it and they don't sell it as anything less than what it is, betting on yourself, right? So I wanted to introduce him to more people because he is a Marine and I am a veteran. So you always gotta lay down your coat for someone to cross those puddles sometimes and introduce him to other people, right? And he's well known. He's been to a couple of Joe Fests. He'll be at the next one. So, I was talking to him the other day. I said I wasn't sure if I was going to go to the next one. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try. It's just, it was a lot to it to get down there. So we'll see. So it's a tier. Those patches are a tier. Now I have a tier. What a waste, right? Right off the bat, that doesn't impress me at all. It's lack of incentive, really, to invest for me to invest in the Rattler, quite honestly. I guess what it's getting down to, boys, is rather than get the Rattler and go, I don't think I like where I have it, and I don't have many places to put it. And I know I've learned to love it. Of course, I learned to love everything I buy for this collection. It's inevitable. I can't stop thinking about the ramen tank, and I can't stop thinking about the ramen bread truck, and I can't stop thinking about buying Delta 17 stuff, and then the Rattler just doesn't work in that equation for me. No, a figure paying up to 80 to 100 for it, I could understand, I guess, and maybe I'd be willing to do that. But there's so many other great toys and great lines out there. You know what? By the time the Rattler is coming out on the shelf, Patriot 4-6-inch guys will be in full swing. You'll be seeing some incredible troops. My whole priorities will shift. So Ramen's bread truck and Ramen's tank are the ones that caught my eye. Anyways, enough about the Rattler. We know what it is. We know that the tier unlocks are Baroness, Wild Weasel. It looks like a Ramp Rat. I thought there was going to be other characters or something like that, but now it's patches. I don't know. I don't care. I really don't. The problem with the Rattler right now is a lot of people are super happy because they were right all along. And a lot of people are disappointed because they kind of just didn't want the Rattler to be the Haslab. And I can count myself amongst those ones, right? So, let's see. Triple C says, at 1080, 10,800, new, almost unlocked the first tier of the patches. Okay. Yeah, all right. So the patches, the tier unlocks. I'll tell you, SDCC had a lot of reveals going for them and a lot of name only. It's like Law and Order's finally coming. They almost forgot to mention that at the end of their thing. And I was like, yeah, because you prioritize some real cool stuff. But I can't even remember some of the name drops. But the 2-pack of the Iron Grenadier Crimson Guard Kit Bash Trooper, whatever they're calling that. And what is it, a Steel Agent? Yeah, so that was a matter of time, right? We were all kind of criticizing that when they said Falcone and a Heart Wrencher would come as a 2-pack. I'm talking about the Night Forest Falcon, and we know now that he comes with coral, and they didn't put us in that position. But the whole buy a box to get Ko and Jogra in one fight, like, yeah, it's okay. It's a strategy that's happened before. I don't like it. I don't like being committed to one type of part of the line just because I want the other. But I get it. I don't know. It didn't impress me, but I'll tell you what really didn't impress me, but I saw a lot of effort was Raptor. And I was kind of cheering for them. I was like, make me like this guy. Anybody see Raptor? Let's see. Yeah, I knew you'd say that, Triple C. You're like, Woody would say that too. But Raptor, so they even talk about it. They're like, yeah, we made him kind of vulture-y on purpose. And I'm like, no, you made him kind of vulture-y because it's the only thing that really works for posing these wings the way that people would want them posable, right? Kudos to them for making articulate wings and making them work with the character design. But yeah, it's just, I guess the traditional Raptor will come in the retro, but I don't know. It's the wings to me. It's an all hokey concept. The whole concept is hokey, and they just kind of confirmed it to stay hokey with the way the wings were for me. They're good functioning wings for a flight character like Falcon from Avengers or like Captain America, however you want to look at that. Angel, no, not Angel, Vulture from Star Wars Spider-Man. Any of that stuff, those tech wings work, but I don't know, feathered wings. I was hard sell, man. Hard sell. Road Pig looked about it what I expected him to look like, right? I'm kind of glad they didn't make him look like every cartoon comic thing I ever saw of Road Pig. They made him look like he was super gym rat buff, ex-military, high and tight crew cut. The whole look just seemed like it was like the bad guy from Avatar superimposed into Mad Max, and I don't know, it wasn't appealing, but I like the way they make Road Pig look now. He almost looks like he's a WWE character more than anything. Just something about the face. He seems younger. He seems a little less dangerous almost with his face. And the pit bull, I mean, everybody wants a pit bull. It's just I'm still a part of the whole. Wait, man, why are you doing this to the pit bull argument? Like, why even dip your toe in here just because somebody wanted a pit bull? Why did it have to go to a villain? They don't need this argument coming to light where you now have a villainous pit bull for kids to not have because their parents were that taken issue with it, right? So let's see, that Raptor picture using the wings as armor, and yeah, digital. I agree with you. That was, I mean, that I understood right away. This is the kind of stuff you want wings to be able to do on an action toy, right? I'm not dumb like that. Yeah, I would want those feathers to not be actual feathers. I would want them to be some sort of edged weapon or something, or metal. And I would love to see the tip of the wing dig into the ground next to someone's head. But it just wasn't what, I don't know. It doesn't work for me on a level of G.I. Joe. It works to me on a level of Marvel superhero, right? I don't know. That's one of the shark jumpings. That's in the same category as a Cobra Law villain to me. And I mean, it's fine. It's just an opinion. I respect the intellectual properties. I'll have one. I just pre-ordered it today. All my pre-orders are done. And yeah, I'll have Raptor and I'll do that pose, but not my fave, right? Just like Techno Viper wasn't my fave. Raptor, not my fave. Road Pig, meh. I'll have Road Pig, but I was never the big Road Pig fan anyway. So I was just like, cool, more Dreadnoks. But the pit bull thing kind of got under my skin in the sense that I was just like, come on, that was such low hanging fruit. Why not go for like a Doberman Pinscher? They're getting the year off. Why not go for just a Heinz 57 bad dog, or a Cujo Saint Bernard or something, like any. Why'd you have to bring the pit bulls into this? You bring pit bulls into the argument and you're okay knowing that 90 not sorry. Let me start this over again. This is relevant to the 4 people in the chat and anyone watching later. All right, and I know 3-star would probably nod his head, maybe agreeing with some of this. Hasbro, what the hell? You're willing to weigh in on having a pit bull be a part of the villainous road pig and dreadnoughts. Like, he's going to be associated with that kind of a bike gang when parents see their kids' G.I. Joe collections. We adults can be more rational, sure, but the overall first impressions is that the pit bull is a villain. Thank you. So many other dogs you could have chosen from that whose image isn't being tested in society right now. And you know damn well that there's a lot of people collecting your toys that are pit bull owners, right? That are really, hey, my dog doesn't like what you're reading about. Stop. That's got more to do with the people than the dog. And yes, okay, it's a volatile. That whole subject, you're willing to weigh in that. Yet October Guard's a little too sensitive right now. Fuck off. Just give us October Guard. If you're going to put a pit bull into a villainous deluxe set, then fucking give us October Guard. Stop acting like there's some ethical roadblock in your way. You're not swayed like that. You know it. It's clear. It's clear. It's clear. Your fingers on the social conscience. They too have their own opinions on what's worth being out there, right? So exactly, Triple C, any dog can be good or bad, right? But if you wanted to associate your market with a villainous dog, you chose the pit bull. You could have done a Saint Bernard because the world recognizes Cujo. You could have done a Rottweiler, but yeah, Mott had one. Nobody has a Doberman Pinscher, and those are legendary attack guard dog types trained for that sort of stuff. Or, a Bull Mastiff. Who knows? Like anything, but you went right for the low-hanging fruit, went for pit bull. And yet you don't want to show any preferential on something that's going on overseas. It has been for a long time. And really, yeah, okay. Anyways, not going to get heated about that. So the 60th anniversary sniper is the female, and they kind of, I don't know. Here, let's point this out because I did grab. I had one of these sitting from a deal I got there a while ago. Okay, so as bad as the kit loadout and all of this was, at least the thing going for the 60th anniversary was that diversity factor. So you could really switch up your troop builds and everything like this. And now we have a female sniper with one type of face and then one campat face. Lots of fine kits. Sure, there's some low light stuff in there. There's whatever. It's not that impressive of a kit loadout, if you ask me. It's cool. Fine looking ghillie suit. I will absolutely say I like the ghillie suit. I'll put that up there. I'm not going to get back into that dangerous discussion of ferocious poochy dogs. Hey, Tony. So yeah, we're just we're recapping a couple things that Hasbro released, but the 60th anniversary female sniper kind of puts that whole diversity thing into a tight niche. So really, you can have your Caucasian female sniper representing, or you can have your catpat, or your cam face, possible ethnic. I didn't get a good look at it. I don't know if she was Latina, Asian, or what. Second feature, sure. But just, how many female snipers do you think are out there in the military right now for a troop build to reflect? Probably one in every, I'm not even going to speculate the number. I know Canada, I don't think we have any. I really don't. I'd be surprised if we do, not because they can't do it. It's because not many would pick to do it. It's not really a comfortable job or a fun job for some people, right? Unique brands go after snipers, right? And so we don't have that many. How many do you Americans have? And how many do Brits have? So here's our troop build 60th anniversary, and she's going to be a unique one-off type character. And that's going to be the end of that. But the jump trooper, the parachute isn't functional. You can pack it. It will have a parachute, but it's meant for diorama purpose only in photography and just having it. They flat out said, please don't throw this. It probably won't work. The weight of a classified figure versus the traditional parachute toy that we used to have. No, don't throw it. I just don't have much faith in any of that. So Yeah, the Halo jumper again. If we were to ask Roman Graham in the chat when he watches this one, I don't think he goes by Skullfrog anymore. I'm not sure. Anyways, our former jumper friends here in the subscriber base, if we were to ask them what's that kit loadout look like to you, I think they'd have a lot to say. I think it's a good enough for an unnumbered figure in this line. We still haven't seen a regular line Ripcord or Crazy Legs. We're only going to see the Night Force variants coming out with the Dragonfly. So just remember, a real loaded Halo jumper, paratrooper, they're going to have more kit hanging off them than you're going to want to play with, right? Your Halo jumper, when you actually get them, is going to have so much stuff here, down here, off the back, and then just it's going to be everything you can do to keep them upright and pose them like that. You might be able to get them to take one step before they teeter over. All of that is going to play factor. Okay, so when a jumper goes off and says that kit is not great, even they realize, look, it's a toy line. Put the pertinent stuff in there. So I'm curious if they put the pertinent stuff in there, right? The claw. The Cobra Claw got revealed. I didn't get a pre-order on that yet. I'm not sure why GameStop couldn't get it. But pre-orders in on the other stuff. But the Cobra Claw was interesting because 3D print-wise, Aaron the Toy Enhancer had gotten ahead of Hasbro and already had some. But it was a very simple design for Hasbro to produce. So I'm curious if we're going to look at a RAM price point on this one or what, coming with a fig, small piece of plastic, just long and dimensional, right? I think that's going to be a very affordable little thing. I could see it being in the flight pod price range of 75 Canadian, so whatever you guys were paying 55 American. I could see it being like that, but that's probably something that's going to get ordered up because think of all the people that want to have flight support coming with their rattlers. People that don't want a rattler but want something to fight dragonflies. People that don't like flight pods. I'm just going to keep doing that with my lip. I'm going to stop. Let's check on the chat. Like I said, Triple C, you're up there. Yeah. A wingsuit. Like a little squirrel suit? Sure. That's a very simple little thing. People would go, yeah, I've seen those in movies. That's cool. Why not? It's modernizing a classified figure for the new age. And you could do the parachute harness hole Hokins, whatever, on a retro version. I like it, Triple C. I think that would be a brilliant suggestion to maybe Crazy Legs instead wore the squirrel suit for the classified line only, just to put that out there, because like I said, parachute bundles for what these characters are doing, which is Halo jumping half the time. Lots of gear, not much fun to play. Yeah, more claw variants. Sure. I did they do that? I didn't know if they did that on the line, but I could see a lot of repaints and customs and variations, whatnot, like the Crimson Claw, Python Patrol Claw, Iron Grenadier Claw, Dreadnought Claw. I don't know. What else did we see? We saw a leather neck. And they made a big deal about a neck beard on the guy. Okay, so your paint guys had a little bit of fun. I'm curious to see. Nothing wrong with a great infantry figure. Again, I look at the loadout and I go, okay, well, off the top of my head, I didn't really see anything extraordinary out of it. And I will go back to the 60th anniversary stuff. There was something that pissed me off in one of the gear loadouts there. But with Leatherneck, why the fists? You have an Infanteer character, a ground support troop. All your Infanteer guys are holding a weapons assortments. Couldn't we have focused more on cooler weapons and gear and not, hey, let's go fisticuffs? They didn't want, I'm not sure. Going back quickly to the 60th anniversary Halo jumper, what bothered me about this is I am sick and tired of the steel core and Viper generic weapons designs that they're using and repeating over and over again. That was fine for the Joe characters, but when you're doing a 60th anniversary soldier and you're calling it that, 60th anniversary, it's very unique within the line. It's a tribute to the soldiers. Stop. Okay, let's not superimpose G.I. Joe corner cutting on the kit. These guys use great kit. Let's see their great kit. Stop throwing us reused to save the corner cutting money on a rarity within the line. That is the 60th anniversary. I just don't think that's necessarily the best way to go with it. It got criticized with the Desert Soldier for that kit. People love the diver kit, but and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are mixed bag on the sniper kit. But the Halo jumper kit to me was a cop out with those reprint steel core guns. Tony, what are we saying? You were impressed with Road Pig, the build, but I'm not okay with a Husky dude. Oh, but why not? I'm okay with a Husky dude. Yeah, that's another thing I liked about him. Yeah. Also, Leatherhead looks like a cartoon Italian bricklayer. Hey, what? What's the matter? You want to go? You want to go? Pull me. Yeah, that's what it is about Road Pig. He is not in shape. It's not like in the comic where he's got pectorals like Rob Liefeld pectorals, like Dolly Parton's tits. No, he looks like Roy Big Country Nelson in the UFC. I'm gonna kill you. Like that's what I like that about him. I'm trying to think if there were more characters that really impressed me or not. With a lot of the line and the SDCC stuff, I don't know, guys. It just wasn't that big of a deal for me. Like I said, I just went into GameStop today. I put pre-orders in on everything, but I wish I had more great things to show you this week. I have had nothing come here to my area of Ottawa since the eel. You've heard me protest about it in other lives. I have not had the time to do many videos this last month. I'd apologize for that, but I'd actually have to be sorry for it. And I'm not really sorry for it in that, like, hey, fuck everybody if they don't understand. Not at all. I think everybody understands when you're going through the big divorce and the house thing, as amicable as everything is, and I'm blessed for that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of exhaustion. And then, yeah, guys, there's some depression. It happens, right? There's days where you just cannot get it going on, right? I've had a few of those, right? And some of you guys have reached out, and I appreciate the sentiment. I really do. If I don't answer you back, it's just it's not you, clearly, right? Yeah. So Triple C, you don't like the closed fist on figures. You want them to hold the weapons. Exactly. And that was my point. Like, if you're going to give us alternate hands for infanteers, I have a suggestion. How about grenade and pin? Holding a grenade, doing something where you're pulling something finite. Just give us some actual whatchamacallums there. And actual common options, right? Or hand signals or pointing or something. Like just the closed fist, if an infanteer is going fisticuffs, means he's gone through his long-range weapon, all of the ammo, right? The M16. The enemy is closed into under 50 meters. His pistol is no longer an option. So his knife's no longer an option, and his fighting shade or whatever, fisticuffs is kind of like the last desperation. So if you're going to do that, then, I want to see a banged up, bloodied face with this character too. That's all. Yeah, Triple C, I got Mindbender. I got him. Thank you very much to Mall Misfits. It was one of the characters I bought off him because he had one to sell me. Saved me the hunt, saved me a couple bucks, I think, overall. And I just haven't gotten to doing the review on him because I'm trying to finish painting Turkish Murphy's tech piece that he sent me, this beautiful little desk that he sent me, and some 3D printed parts for the lab. So I just want to get the lab started. But I got to get grievances prize done first before I do any conversions. I have loaded up on some bucks to do a lot of conversions, but I haven't, because in the middle of moving, now I got to get everything set up and comfortable to paint. I'm just about there. But yeah, Mindbender is going to be retro, and there was another one that I was just like, man, I can't remember who was the other retro that they mentioned. It was somebody that was like, yeah, I don't care. Let's see. Was it somebody I had just gotten to? It was probably another search character that I was like, oh, okay. Well, no, I've already dealt with it. And I can't remember. If you guys remember who it was, let me know in the chat. Geez, who was it? Two retros got talked about. Viper was one. Law and Order isn't going to be the retro. I think he's actual classified, they were saying. There's another retro that I was just, maybe it was the Viper. I was just like, don't care. Yeah, I got a few bucks on sale. When I say bucks, I'm talking about the figs that I do customs out of. Shane, over at Same Times Toy, you sent me a message, a picture of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger that I was looking for. And initially, I wanted it to do a Jinx thing, but I wanted to get a better look at the head. Well, over on clearance and whatnot at Toys R Us, they got it down to $18 Canadian. It was on clearance, so we got it. But I'm not going to use it for a Jinx. So I have a different idea. She's just, her facial features are just a little bit more roundish than I thought they'd be. It's still a great figure for a custom. Great different head with a different kind of hair. Got a couple of the Power Rangers to do some stuff with, and that was about it. Because right now everything is going into the house. But I did have stuff left that I haven't talked about from the other week. One of them being, I haven't even opened my Joy Toy yet. I did get a Joy Toy because, our buddy Wraith Mace has been presenting us with non-stop great reviews of the Warhammer 40K line. And I know I love Warhammer 40K. I just had to walk away from it because other interests started taking the money. But he and Punk with Toys both have shown me Joy Toy was something I knew I was going to like. I just had to find the right one for me, and Acadian Sergeant is perfect for this Canadian Sergeant. So you'll see a review of that at some point once I am settled in. And then the other stuff I'll show at another point in time because it really isn't that much. You've seen most of it. I just wanted to pit in really quick. It's just going to be a quick half hour or so live because I have a lot of house unpack still. I have a son to go pick up and make him bring his stuff over for his sleepover. Possibly get my cats here. That'd be nice. I miss my cats, man. And yeah, maybe go see Deadpool and Wolverine at some point. I'm thinking we're going to go see that tomorrow because my son watched Deadpool 1 with me yesterday, and I think he and I are going to watch Deadpool 2 tonight. So, only 4 showing up, and that's fine, guys. It's a terrible time of the day to do a live, and I knew that. And honestly, I haven't been consistent with much lately, and that's been bothering me a lot. But the more settled in I get, better it's going to be. I will get more consistent. And like I said, you know where to find me on August 3rd at about 11:30 Eastern. I'll be right here next Saturday with Top Fun Retro Toys. Pardon me for getting the name wrong. And I'll be promoting it in my Insta and Facebook. I do have my Facebook kind of running in the background. I hate Facebook. I don't check it very much. But my Insta, you guys see me trying to breathe life back into my Insta. I will breathe life back into this channel as I go. I've got most of my footage done for Shepherd from the Delta 17 line. I just have to do the reviews. But I have to get this place sorted out, and I have some real grown-up crap to deal with in the meantime involving moving and a car whose window won't do up. But look, thanks for stopping by, getting in today, saying hi. Like, share, subscribe at will. I don't think this one counts for much, but pardon me. But I do miss doing the videos, guys. I do miss talking to y'all. I miss hanging out with the guys. I hate being this busy all the time, and I can't wait for it to slow down so I can get back to my video routines and hang out with you guys some more. Get some more lives going with more people. Like that was the big thing with John and Aaron and talking to Tony and Triple C. At some point, I want to talk to you too. We just got to make sure our setups are good to go. And yeah, doing all these lives, of course, 3-star. I got to talk to 3-star after this. That I miss that stuff, guys. I miss being social with y'all. But holy crap, am I busy? Anyways, that's going to sum it up for today, guys. Really, I wish I had more to tell you, but the overall view I have on this right now is Hasbro is really pushing a few figs that I never really had a lot of love for. And at least they're coming out at this point in the line when there's so many other good things among it to cheer for. I will find my balance, but did this wave for these all these things that SDC show, did it get me excited? Very little. Very little. All right. But not a criticism on Hasbro, just more of a now you know kind of where my lines are on the characters that I do and don't like. I don't. Anyways, guys, you have a great rest of your weekend. Go check out Deadpool and Wolverine if you're into that sort of thing, and get ready to share your thoughts with me. Maybe I'll run my review on it after I see it this weekend, probably. Okay, and till later in the week. Let's set a date for later in the week besides Saturday. I'll jump on and put something there. Okay, see you then. Thanks, guys. Bye.